I'm Posse member Tisha, and today's Teen Summit is all about the fellas. We're vibing about what it really means to be a man. To help us out, we've got Cameron, NFL draftee Achilles Smith, and you know we're doing our thing with Charlie Baltimore, Send It Off. From the new movie Trippin', we've got actor Deon Richmond. You don't want to miss it. MCA's got the jam session, so don't put the remote down. Teen Summit's coming right at you.
Stop thinking, live. Time to shine. Knowledge is key. Open your mind. Teen Summit. It's time to shine. Open your mind. Stop thinking, live. Time to shine. Knowledge is key. Open your mind.
We're putting it down for you, giving you the word on what it takes to be a man, all from the fella's point of view. But we can't do nothing without our host, so give it up for my man, Adimu.
Welcome to the show, another hot edition of Teen Summit. My name's Adimu. Off the top, one time for my posse. I ain't want to leave you hanging, bro. It's all about the fellas today. Also, holding it down in the audience today, our special celebrity co-host. You know him from the TV show Sister Sister. Also, he's starring in the new movie Trippin'. All right, one time for my man, Deon Richmond. All right?
Hello. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? All right? All right.
As you can see, we're doing things a little differently today. Now, we wanted to get to you up close and personal and do our thing and talk about something really deep. How do you know when you're a man? For real, how do you really know when you're a man? And who sets the example today? Fellas on the basketball court, at church, or the people who you see in the videos. Well, Teen Summit took a poll to find out some answers, all right? More importantly, we want to know what you think about who you can be and what moves boys to men, all right?
Responsibilities, goals and dreams, choices, decisions. Where do I get answers? Who's going to help me, teach me, mold me, be a man?
Oh, what's up, Shake?
What's up, fella? Hey, what's up, dog? You lucky, man. You just say that man like us. I bought the dog.
Man, I just left Tracy's house, and you know it got busy.
Oh, yeah.
But then your girl Tracy just leave the hospital with a baby? So what you saying?
I hope you strapped up, dog, because you know you got, what, 4, 10 kids running around town?
So what you saying? All I'm trying to say is you got 3 kids by 2 different girls.
Ooh.
You need to slow your roll. Whatever, because if she ain't handling her business, then that's her problem.
Oh, it's going to be your problem when she call you in this, what they call him now? A deadbeat dad?
Nah, that ain't going to happen, because my little youngins, they know I'm the man.
Oh, yeah, just because you got 10, 20 kids running around town don't make you the man, dog.
Really
and that's
don't.
for real, you know?
Whatever.
This is National Teen Pregnancy Prevention Month, so we've been working with the national campaign to prevent teen pregnancy to figure out ways to help young men be more responsible. That gets into our very first issue. Why do so many young men try to assert their manhood through sex, women, violence, and power?
I think it's just because that's the lifestyle they see, and that's the male figures as men that they see in their community, and they say, well, that's where I want to be, so those are things that they got to do to accomplish.
Exactly. If you're constantly seeing it out there in the music industry, you seeing it on TV, it's like that's what's on there, that's what's out there, so you know what I'm saying, that's what they want to be. That's what
and then you have
do.
adults saying it to you, too. You know, like, you have older guys, you know, you got a little girlfriend, oh, so, you know, you hitting that, you know, what's up, you know, so it's something you feel like you almost have to do.
A lot of it is peer pressure, too, because, you know, you got your boy talking about, yeah, you know, I just did this, blah, 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 and then you looking stupid because you're like, dang, well, I ain't do it to her.
Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to be
Yeah, maybe I'm supposed to be hitting her, too.
And if you don't have any other positive influences and that's all you see, that's what you're going to do.
No doubt. Let's bring out this brother. He started this program that helps young boys become strong men. From Brotherhood Sister Soul, please welcome Jason Warren. Man, welcome to the show. We were talking about how young men define their manhood through sex, women, violence, power. Why do you think that's so, man?
I think the brothers answered the question right on point. I think that's what young brothers are taught these days. They're taught on every level of society, whether it's from brothers on the street corner When they walk down the street, got to look them with the grill face. They got to get all the girls passing by, whether it's in the media, the movies, music. The brother who's the leading star always has all the women, always kicks the most butt, always kills the most people. Or whether it's the president of the United States. I mean, we can look at him and say he's not faithful to his wife. We can look at him and say other things. He's dropping bombs on people right now. Those are violent actions. So we learn at many levels.
I want to ask you all this. What is the definition of a real man?
I think
my definition of a real man is someone well, for me, someone who takes care of their business. They don't need no one telling them, well, you need to do this, you need to take care of this, you need to go ahead and go this. No, you handle your own business on your own. You have no one, your mother, your father, no one telling you. It's when you take the initiative to be responsible.
Personally, I think it has a lot to do with financial independence. I mean, I can't see myself sitting up a girl like, you know, I'm a man, I can handle my stuff, and turn around and ask moms for like $50, you know what I'm saying? Right. I mean, I'm away at school and things, I feel that I'm much more independent, but in some aspects, I'm not completely a man.
Can you be financially independent and still not be a man?
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, because a lot of people depend on other, you know, like their girlfriends be like 30 years old. But I think personally, being a man is, you know, taking care of your business, just like Dex said, but at the same time, it's when you go through trial and error, you fall down, but it's getting back on your feet. Right. You know what I'm saying? Not quitting. You know, because a lot of people blame, it's a white man, there's a whole bunch of this, that, and the third, but it's really, it's getting on your feet.
All right. Now, what are the challenges right now for male development?
Staying away from stereotypes. People see comfort in stereotypes.
I don't think you can really say you can stay away from stereotypes because you got the media and you got your environment all around you. So I think some of the main challenges, you challenging yourself, saying, okay, I'm going to set a goal for myself and I'm going to reach that goal, whether it's just saying, I'm going to make up my bed today or do something like that.
And it is a challenge, and that's just another part of being a man, being able to accept challenges and have strength, you know, to go against the grain, so. What's one major challenge, Jason, what do you think?
I think that's right on point. What we do in our organization is have young boys develop for themselves a definition of what it means to be a man. And then they have to struggle to try and achieve that. And you're gonna hit hard times, you're gonna make mistakes throughout your life, but it's about making that commitment to strive and try to achieve those goals. And that's what life is all about.
Feeling the conversation, it's all about manpower today, you know what I mean? Time to take a break. First posse member, Tisha, is going to tell us what's up next. What's up, Tisha?
Thanks, Adimu. Next, sports figure Achilles Smith is going to tell us how he learned to be a man, and it was not on the football field. Cameron is going to join in on the discussion. Charlie Baltimore setting it off. MC8's got the jam session. But first, we want to hear from you. You can answer this week's Peeps poll question: who most influences your decisions? Is it your friends, your brother or sister, a teacher, your parents, people you see on TV, people at church? Let us know. Log on the net at msbet.com or call us directly at 1-800-321-TEEN. Team Summit will be right back.
Girl told me I was having sex with was pregnant, I'd probably say, first off, I had to find out if it's mine. And if it is, I had to live up to that responsibility to being her father if she's to keep it.
If a girl told me that she was pregnant, the way I would respond to it is, I would take it to my E-man and go to prayer and just fast on it. And go ahead, if it's mine, you know, take the blood test, DNA test, whatever you have, and just go shop and get a crib, whatever, get everything the baby needs.
If she told me she was pregnant, I'd be scared, but, you know, I had to take responsibility for it.
If she was pregnant, we'll handle our business. If she want to keep it, I'm with it. If she don't, I'm still with it.
If she said that she was pregnant, you know what I would tell her? I said, you know what, baby, we can work this through, because it's your child and it's my child as well.
And that's the word on the street.
Welcome back to Teen Summit. Today we're talking about a rack of issues concerning how boys become men. Now, quiet as kept, experts say that females have a lot to do with how boys become men. How about that? Now, Jason, you say the influence can either be positive or negative when it comes to the influence of women, as we just saw in TLC and Lauryn Hill's videos.
I think the first thing we have to realize is that over 68% of young black males are raised by single mothers. So when we talk about male development, we got to realize that women are playing the role of mother, father, teacher, provider, all these roles. So they're primarily responsible in that regard. I also think, though, there are a lot of things that young sisters do that kind of promote the negative behavior of brothers, in the sense that you got brothers who can get on the microphone and call women the B word and female dogs and things like that, and women will still support them, will still want to buy their albums. You got brothers out there who are making money, getting ends the wrong way, and women want to flock to be around them. And so I think if we create an opposite pressure where sisters aren't going to respect brothers that do that, you have a lot less brothers trying to aspire to be that.
And not only you saying that they want to be around that, but while they're around it, you have some females that can influence males so much. Just like males, they go out and buy new tennis shoes and all this just to impress a certain female. Right. So females, when they're around them, they can be like, well, I don't like you doing this when I'm around you. And a brother will change, and you might not see it drastically, but you'll see it in a couple of weeks or so.
Exactly. But they'll switch up.
They'll switch up.
For real.
Hey, if I wanted to be with you or the girl, I'd be like, man, I'm about to go over there with her. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let's see what's up in the audience. What's up, Deon?
Well, this may sound like a shameful plug, but the movie Trippin' coming out Wednesday, the character that I play, a woman brings him out of his shell. A girl brings him out of his shell. And he's a daydreamer like most of us who daydream that don't do anything about the dreams. And we're scared because we have such a bleak future as African-American men. And it took a woman to bring him out of that shell. And I think it's in all of us. We all need our Eve. We're a bunch of Adams running around. We need that piece of that rib. And I think we do anything to get it. Any comments from the audience? Anyone? You can clap. You can clap. It was kind of deep. It was kind of deep. They're like, I don't eat it under my rib. Okay, he said, all right, yeah. Oh, you just gonna turn? Oh, okay. All right. Anybody else? Anybody else? Gee, Luke. Right here.
My question is, why is it that males hold in their true feelings and then let the issue turn into a bigger problem than it needs to be when they could have just said what they really meant?
Good point, good point. Very good point. I want to ask the young brothers, do young men express themselves when it comes to relationships with women?
I'm gonna keep it real. I mean, I might be soft. I'm not soft, but I'm
yes, yeah.
Okay. But some fellas, they think if they gonna tell their feelings and whatnot, that gonna make them feel like a punk and whatnot. Especially if the girl gonna, not say what he wants her to say, and especially if she says something stupid.
I think we as men have a little bit too much pride. Therefore, we're not gonna actually tell a female exactly how we feel. I think that's something that we all just need to break out of.
I don't think we come out and say, yeah, well, I'm feeling this way, sweetie, and we have ways of showing that we don't like what's going on.
I want to stop you right there because we got some more brothers we want to bring out. Right. First person, 1999, number 3 NFL draftee. Went to the Cincinnati Bengals. One time for my man, Achilles Smith, all right?
Right.
Hey, Achilles.
Right.
What's up, baby? All right. Also want to bring out my man. He knows a little something about the media influence with regards to what we're talking about. One time for my man, Cameron.
How y'all doing? What's up, baby? How you feel?
Cameron's so cool. I want to be like Cameron when I grow up. All right? All right. We were talking about how females influence young men. It's true, right?
Definitely, I agree with that 100% because you figure when a guy goes out and dresses good and gets a haircut, they're not going out to do it for his best friend. Not like, hey, I look good today. You're not looking at the guy. You're definitely doing it for a female. So I think females do have a heavy influence on guys.
Okay, Achilles, I want to ask you, who influenced your image of what a man should be?
My dad did a great job with me. He's a reverend at the Mount Airy Baptist Church in San Diego. And Saturday nights, man, I was asleep, getting ready for church on Sunday where a lot of my boys was out either banging or just hanging out, doing the wrong thing. So he did a good job with me.
Name 2 important principles that he taught you.
Well, the maturity factor. You got to be able to make the right decisions day in and day out. And he helped me with that throughout my whole career, and I'm thankful for that.
All right. Let's take this phone call. What's up, caller? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Robert, man. I'm calling from Illinois.
Okay, what's up, brother?
Peace and love to all of y'all at Teen Summits. You know
All
what I'm
right,
saying?
respect to you, man.
Man, well, I was just calling, you know what I'm saying, to basically say that one of the rites of passage is the manhood, where, you know what I'm saying, it might not happen to all males, but in this area, you know what I'm saying, a lot of females is like tagging us brothers, you know what I'm saying, to get us into having children. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a trend out here in Illinois. So a lot of brothers out here just like having children, you know what I'm saying, as far as just to like, you know what I'm saying, to brag about it, you know what I'm saying. As far as they having it, as soon as the shorty come out, it's like they a man. But I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying, what does that have to do with anything in this world, you know what I'm saying? Why do females out here be so devious on stuff like that? I don't understand.
Okay. We appreciate your comment, man. You want to answer that, Jason?
I couldn't really hear the question. Could you?
He was saying how, you know, a lot of times females pressure men to have children, and that's a way of being a man.
Well, part of being a man is being able to stand on your own 2 feet and make your own decisions and choose wisely. So if the sister's pressuring you to have a baby and you know you're not ready for that responsibility, or this isn't the woman you want to spend the rest of your life with, because you're going to spend the rest of your life with your child, so that woman is part of that, then you just got to stand up against that, you know, and it's about defining for yourself what a man is and not letting the pressure, you know, hurt you.
And I just wanted to say, I mean, no matter how much a woman pressures you to have a child, and just because you have a child, that doesn't necessarily make you a man. Anybody can have a child, but, I mean, unless you're going to take
Why do
care...
so many of us have that hang-up, though? Like, in order for me to be a man, I have to be a daddy.
I don't know, because I guess it's just the norm, because they see everybody having kids, I guess. And then they say, okay, well, I guess I gotta go have me a little younger so I could be a man. But that's not really it, because anybody can have a kid, but if you don't take care of that kid and nurture that kid and show them the right way,
that takes a real man.
That takes a real man.
All
to
right,
do that.
it's time to go to break again. You can still say what's on your mind, though. First, there's the Peeps Poll question. Who most influences your decision? Your teachers, your brother, your sister, your friends, your parents, or people on TV, or even in church? Hit us up at msbt.com to get in on the discussion, all right? Or give us a call, 1-800-321-TEEN. We'll be right back, all right?
Yo, what's up? I'm Posse Member Shake. And did you know that the voice of Elmo was created by an African-American by the name of Kevin Clash? That's right. Kevin Clash is known as the Sesame Street's Muppet Captain.
I started building puppets when I was 10. And actually what was on television at the time that had puppets in it, of course, was Kukla, Fran and Ollie, and also Sesame Street had just started.
After several others tried to create the voice for the Little Red Monster, Kevin was the only one who could make it happen. And I'm Posse Member Shake, kicking it with my main man, Elmo. And that's what's up. Peace, y'all.
Elmo loves you.
Hey, what's up, Mike? What's up, little bro?
Yeah, man.
What's up with you? What's on your mind, man?
Anything we can talk for a second?
Yeah, what's up?
Well, you know me and Sherry been going out, right?
Little girl?
Yeah. Last couple of times we been going out, you know, things kind of heated up. We started kissing, you know, I started feeling on a couple of things, you know.
Talking about having some sex, man? What?
No, I'm talking about taking her off for some ice cream.
Listen to me, little man. It only take one time to get a female pregnant, and there's plenty of diseases out there that you need to know about before you make that move.
So what you and your girl do the first time y'all got down?
A real man never kisses and tells. Straight up, you and your girl need to talk about it because sex is a real serious thing, man.
Welcome back to Teen Summit. If you just tuned in, we're talking about how boys become men and the responsibility associated with it. Let's talk about that skit, though. All right? Where do young men learn about sex? For real.
From your friends.
On the street.
TV.
Brothers.
TV.
Magazines.
No. I mean, you hear about it everywhere. You go to school, probably back in second, third grade, you was talking about having
With all
sex.
that discussion, because you know it happens all the time, how come we never talk about the ramifications? Pregnancy, sexually transmitted diseases.
Because, you know, in TV and music, you don't hear about that. You know, when you're younger and you're coming up, that's what you see. Those are your influences. You don't hear about diseases and pregnancies. And music.
Sex in particular is just living for the moment. No one wants to think about what happens afterwards. You just want to get your thing and just be out.
I can agree with him totally, because I think, I mean, when you into it, you're just in the spur of the moment. You don't really think, like, because I just had a daughter, and I really didn't think about what I was doing before that. But 9 months later, when you guys start buying cribs and all Pampers and all this stuff, you like, whoa.
Reality knocked you in the head, right?
Yeah,
a big problem also is that adults are afraid to talk about the issues. So, you know, young brothers talk about it all the time with their friends, but they don't have a space to be with older men to really talk about it and be open and real about it.
That's a good point, too, because parents too scared to talk to their kids about sex. I mean, they're not scared, but that's just something that you just don't want to talk about in your house.
Yeah.
And if they don't learn it from you, who you gonna learn it from? Because I had to get it from my brother and stuff. You know
Kick it to the audience from my man Deon.
I'd just like to extend on Jason's point that, yeah, we don't know ourselves, and that's why we try to define ourselves through something like sex or something we see, or violence, anything like that, because we still don't know who we are. So we just say, oh, you know, I'm a violent person today. That's what I am. I'm a violent man. All next year, I'm a violent. That's what I am. And that's what I think we get mistaken, and we don't have a positive role. It all starts in the home. We need somebody there to tell us, look, that's not right, man. We got to do something better than that.
Okay.
Jason.
Yes, sir.
Right back at you. Jay, I'm gonna go to Ernie right here, a man who works with a group in D.C. that provides guidance to young brothers. Now, Ernie, can you stand up for me, bro? All right. Now, what do you do when what do you say to young brothers who have no positive role model in the home?
Well, we want young brothers to take responsibility for their own actions. We wanted them to put their helmet on and get in the football game. We want them to do 5 things, what we call the Gimme 5 program. Graduate from high school, get a job. If you decide that you want to buy that old Cadillac, buy it from a brother. So support black business. Stop having babies. If you have the urges to have sex, make sure it's protected sex. And the last thing for young brothers is make sure you stay out of jail.
Oh, that's important. Right? 5.5, 6. We take that, definitely. Thanks, Ernie.
Thank you, Ernie Jarvis. We appreciate it.
Let's go back to Ademo.
Thank you, Brother Deon. It's time to take a break again. Hit us up on the net. You can call us 1-800-321-TEEN. Get down. We'll be right back. We're coming right back. Don't touch the remote control. We're coming right back, all right?
She mixed me up.
When I become a man, I have my own crib, my own house, have my own responsibilities.
You get a job, you work hard, and you work for what you want. Don't let anybody tell you what to do or how to do it.
Become a man when you can be able to take responsibility for all your actions.
I know when I become a man, when I'm able to handle all the responsibilities in life and able to take the responsibility without trying to push it on another person.
And that's the word on the street.
Welcome back to Teen Summit. Today we've been talking about how young boys become men, also the responsibility associated with it. It's a very big word, responsibility. You got to live that, you know what I mean? Let's take this phone call. What's up, caller?
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay, and you?
All right, wonderful. What's your question or comment?
My question is, why do males, when they find out their girl is pregnant, question and want a blood test and are in denial? Why would they get involved with someone they don't trust?
Anyone want to address that?
She said, why do men want to question when a woman gets pregnant and get a blood test and those kinds of things?
I don't think nobody in our situation is ready, particularly ready to be handling that kind of responsibility. That's why they may come up with the question like, well, we gotta get a blood test, we gotta do this, because I'm not sure, you know what I mean? No one at our age actually really wants to have
you gotta
children,
understand.
you know what I'm saying?
The brothers really value their youth, you know?
I can't totally agree with that. I say it's kind of half and half, because I think you're really trying to run away from it more than take responsibility and be like, okay, because you
Even
know.
when you know.
You know when you done got somebody pregnant. You know. It's just something up in you that say,
A lot of times girls are hot, though. No condom.
Some girls are hot. Oops. Let's go to Tisha for the internet results. What's up, Tisha?
Okay,
What's the internet question?
Oh, my internet question. Dave from Mississippi wants to know, what do you think about negative images of black males in the media?
Negative images of black males in the media. You want to answer that first, Achille? I want to ask Cameron, too.
Well, a lot of times when you're not making the right decisions, there's media, people out there who is ready to, try to put you down as bad as possible. So if you're making the right decision, you should be able to live up to what you need to get accomplished.
Are there a lot of stereotypes, Cam?
Definitely a lot of stereotypes, because sometimes, like today in the airport, they see my man with wild hair, they want to stop him and do this, that, and the third. Just because the way you look, that doesn't necessarily mean you act that particular way.
Two-part question. Do we feed into that stereotype with the way that we act sometimes?
It depends on the person, you know what I'm saying? You can't say this person feeds into the stereotype and this person, and every black person does it, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily black or white. It's different people do different things, so some people feed into it and some people don't.
Next question. How do we develop stronger, independent men in our communities?
Just basically, you got to learn to go into things for yourself. You can always go to get a job and go to school and do what you got to do, but you got to have an outline on what you want to do. You can't say, okay, I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with working at McDonald's, but you got to say, what's the next step after this? You got to have a plan A, plan B, and plan C, and follow through with it if you believe in what you're doing.
Yeah, see, I think it's easy to, I'm not saying this is what you're doing, but it's just everybody, constantly, people are telling me, be a man, get a job, take responsibilities, but you have to be surrounded by people who are doing this. You have to be surrounded by positive male figures to reinforce this. That's why it's essential what Jason and Ernie are doing, because like you said, everybody's not growing up with positive male figures. So we have to, positive males, rappers, musicians, politicians, everybody has to go back into these communities, start these programs, be involved, because that's the only way that it's going to happen.
Including you. And we've talked about this before earlier this week amongst ourselves, how we can do that ourselves.
But we even talk about ourselves, but I think it really starts for the drug dealers in the community, the people who we look up to in our community. They ain't got to be judges, but the bad people who are labeled bad, they're the ones who need to be like, look, man, this is not what I'm doing is not right. I'm just doing this because I got to do it to survive in my environment, but that's not what you got to do.
To get back to what Julian said, do we get together as brothers and do it, or do we wait for our parents?
And just to add to that, what's the drive for people who don't see many negative things in their environment?
Where do they go?
So it's people in our suburbs who a lot of things are much more sheltered. What's the drive for us to do? Because
let's include Deon. I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off. We're feeling it over here, brother. What's up, Deon?
I agree with you all, man, and I think right now this is one step. The show like Teen Summit, you know what I'm saying? It's one step in the right direction because you guys are still teens. You guys still up on on rise. You're the next generation. If we can't make sacrifices for the next generation, that's what we have to do in order for us to make it happen 10 years from now. Let's get some comments from the audience. First, Ernie.
When you talked about images in the media that could somehow hurt us, and they do hurt us, but right now it's a time for no more explanations and no more excuses. Young brothers know what they have to do. It's time to graduate from high school. It's time to get a job. It's time to stop having kids, and it's time to stay out of the criminal justice system. So if you have an obstacle in front of you, you just have to figure out a way of getting past it.
But once again, that is easiest.
Give me 5. Give me 5. Get down, give me 5.
One thing.
Anyone else out here? My man right here.
I want to comment on a situation. They was talking about why females get disrespected, right? I just want to let them know that females get disrespected from the way they carry themselves. If they carry themselves in a disrespectful way, a nigga gonna disrespect them. Oh, excuse my French. That's all I really wanted to say.
Well, I think women, you should listen to that. It may not be the truth, but it is coming from a man, so you got to take that into account. Let's kick it over to our Tisha, our posse member, for the Peeps poll results.
Tisha. Okay. Teen Summit asked who most influences your decisions, and 3% said teachers and counselors, 7% said a brother or a sister, 51% said their friends, 26% said their parents, 12% said people on TV, and 1% said church. So, Adimu.
26% said that most of them were influenced by their parents. That's a good thing?
It's a very good thing. It's a very good thing. Too low. I need to respond to the brother's comment, though, because I think I would agree with him that there are definitely some sisters who carry themselves in a disrespectful way. But one, that doesn't give any man the right to disrespect them. Two, it doesn't mean that you have to stoop to that kind of a level. And to the brother out there, yeah, if a girl dresses a certain way, that doesn't mean you have to treat her in a certain way, because your objective should be, hold up, your objective should be, as a brother who's trying to be a man, it should be, yo, I want to help this sister. She's doing something wrong. She's not displaying herself in the right way. Instead of putting her down further and trying to, you know, disrespect her, you need to try and lift her up some. You know what I'm saying? That's the opposite positive thing to do, as opposed to continue the negativity.
All right. I'd like to go over 6 things that we can do to help build strong men. Number 1 is surround yourself around positive people. Number 2, establish a journal of your beliefs. And I really like that one. Can you explain that, Jason?
One of the things that brothers have to do, and I think they're touching on it already, is develop knowledge of self. People always talk about knowledge of self, and for me, that's the first step to manhood. Writing a journal of your beliefs is creating knowledge of self. Writing down what you believe, who you are in this world, what you stand for, what you want to accomplish. That's knowledge of self. That's understanding who you are. And quite oftentimes we ask brothers to write it down so it's there in their face, so they can't deny it, so that somebody else says something different, you've got it down on paper, your own words, what you believe in, what you're striving for.
And that's a perfect segue for number 3, which is setting goals. Number 4 is seek out an organization in your community. Number 5, develop a level of learning. And finally, develop a knowledge of self, just as you said. All right, I want to thank all of our guests for hanging out today. All right.
Thanks for having us up here.
Brother Deon in the audience.
No doubt,
One time for Deon Richmond, y'all. The stats look pretty bad when it comes to young brothers, you know what I mean? You know, we participate in violence, we're last to get jobs. The key is being responsible. You got to be proud of yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to love yourself, rather. You got to be responsible. Take that word with you today, all right? Keep it close to your heart. It's this week's Real News.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special bulletin.
Check this Real News. Now, Busta Rhymes is taking things to another level, y'all. Not only is he lacing tracks with Janet Jackson, he also starring in a Mountain Dew commercial, and he's writing a movie.
But that's not all. Busta Rhymes dropping his own clothing line called Bougie, and he's coming at it with gear for everyone.
I know that's right. I got to give a big shout out to 16-year-old professional violinist Stephanie Matthews. Teen Summer gave you a scoop on her 2 years ago. Now, she's winning first place in the National Symphony Orchestra's Young Violinist Competition. Stephanie's holding it down for us in that classical music community, so big up, Steph.
Big up. And now time for the posse tip of the week. Who would have thought that spinach and blueberries could help improve your memory? Now you can remember your locker combination, those English vocabulary words if you just eat spinach and blueberries, because scientists, when they did a study on old rats and they gave them spinach and blueberries daily, their loss of memory kind of reversed itself, so.
Why is that?
Because spinach and blueberry contain something called flavonoids.
Flavor what?
Flavonoids that, you know, reduce the inflammation, which is a process that slows down the brain tissue in your brain cells.
I don't know if all that works for, you know, people like you and me, but eating all those fruits and vegetables has got to make you more healthy.
Yes, well, so, I'm Posse Member Tisha,
and I'm Posse Member
that's
Guy.
The Real Deal on The Real News. Charlie Baltimore is setting it off.
We're Teen Summit at.
Teen Summit!
No shit. Bang, bang. Like that. Easy. My parents. Oh, man.
I love my life, my husband, my 2 little girls, my job.
But when I get a migraine, everything suffers. So what do? I take Excedrin migraine. I found out it's the only non-prescription medicine that's FDA approved for migraine pain relief. It really works for me. It gives me the strong, fast relief I need. But what really matters is it lets me get back to the life I love. Excedrin migraine. Trust me, it works.
Remember what fresh was like? Wrong. It's the Mentos 1999 Fresh Maker Tour. Mentos, the freshest mint, is sponsoring the freshest independent bands across North America. Want to find out more? Visit Mentos.com, where you can hear the bands, vote for your favorites, and listen to them in concert online. Fresh new music, fresh tasting Mentos, a fresh, fun website. Can't remember what fresh was like? You will. Mentos, the Fresh Maker.
What about calling long distance?
Well, let's look it up on the pricing guide. Are you going to be calling daytime, nighttime, peak time, all time, airtime, big time, East Coast, West Coast? What? Don't worry. You're going to take one of these.
With Sprint PCS, you get the simplicity of the new free and clear plan, including free long distance, and the clarity of the nation's only 100% digital, 100% PCS network built from the ground up.
I'll take it. Got anything lighter? Hi.
Sprint PCS, the clear alternative to cellular.
Ah, bum, 'cause El Nino rained out your summer. I'm running in slow motion to your rescue with Starburst fruit juice. Grab hold of these and ride the kiwi banana wave of juice flavor as it crashes on your tongue.
Starburst fruit juice. The flavor's a bang, a burst. Need a boost? Give it some juice.
I think I might need mouth to mouth. Oh, not you. You?
If you missed Teen Summit at 12:30, don't worry. It comes on again at 6 p.m. Tune in to see the hottest amateur talent, plus Shanice, Ed Lover, Batman Tooth, and Harlem World, right here on Teen Summit's Talent Showcase 99.
Thank you for watching the show today. One time for my man Deon Richmond.
Hola.
Go check out that movie, Trippin', all right? We got to end the show off right with my man GR-MC8, all right?
And you don't stop.
One love.
Yeah. Who's banging in the house? Come on. What's up, Teen Summit? We gonna do it like this. Hey, hype in the house. Come on.
What's up, Teen Summit?
Yeah. Somebody make some noise up in here. Come on.
Come on, y'all. Throw your hands in the air right now. Here we go.